Hi everyone and welcome back to my channel. I feel like I haven't said that in absolutely ages, but that is because I haven't said that in ages. Yeah, I've got a bit behind on my YouTubing at the moment. But I have just bought a new camera to record. I haven't got out the box yet. I need Callum to look at it first. So yeah, I'm hoping that will like improve my videos. And also I've just got a new MacBook as well because I was really struggling with like the memory on my phone before with my videos. So yeah, hopefully I'll be able to get more videos out for you soon. So yeah, this video is going to be like a bit of a Q&A about my Southeast Asia, sorry, I went to burp then. So my Southeast Asia trip. As normal, I put it on my Instagram, asking like what you want to know, and you all ask some questions. I'm just basically going to be answering them. So if you are watching this video, I'm guessing you may have already watched my video on South and Central America. So it is a bit different just because with my South America and Central America travels, I did it all in like 6 months on like one big trip, where Southeast Asia I've generally done like in 3 different holidays. Well, not really holidays. Well, I went to Thailand for 3 weeks years ago. I can't remember, well, like 4 5, no, like 5 6 years ago. No, yeah, 6 years ago it was actually. And then yeah, that was for 3 weeks, and then I went back to Thailand and Vietnam the following year. So I did 2 weeks in Thailand then, and then I did 1 in Vietnam. And then last Christmas, no, not the Christmas just gone, the one before, if you follow me on Instagram, you'll remember that I did 3 months. So I did a month in Thailand where I took like all my family around there because they've never been there before. And then they left to go home, and then we did a month in the Philippines, and then we did a month in Bali, which is my absolute favourite. By the way, just addressing the elephant in the room, my I tinted my eyebrows earlier, and I might even put the clip that I sent my friends on here because it's quite funny. I put some eyebrow tint on because I really like them when I tint my eyebrows, and I was chatting to my mum, and I must have been chatting to my mum for about 45 minutes, and then I realised it was still on, and I thought, oh, that's fine, I like them dark anyway. I was wiping it away and nothing was changing. It like has like dyed all my skin underneath. It looks better now I got makeup on. Like I kind of have a thick brow anyway, but you should see it when I got no makeup on. Like it looks terrible. I'll put the clip on here because it is quite funny. So moving on to the questions. So there's quite a lot of questions, not gonna lie. A lot of them will probably be the same, so I won't like answer any of them twice or anything. But yeah, the first question is, can you let me know the basics, where to start with everything? So I'm guessing I'm just booking. I get a lot of questions on Instagram asking like where I book my trips and stuff. I never book anything in advance. I literally get a flight and accommodation for a few days. And then fly there and then sort everything when I'm there. So traveling to Thailand, there's a lot of travel shops, and you just walk into the travel shops, tell them where you want to go, and they'll literally tell you the best way to get there and book it for you. So it's so easy. Like I think people think it's really difficult, but it's not. Like I'm rubbish at stuff like that. I just follow Callum around like a dog, but I could do it on my own, and if I could do it on my own, like anyone can do it on their own. Honestly, it's so easy. The Philippines is, why can't I remember? Yeah, the Philippines is the same as well, like same to Thailand. You can just book at the travel shops. Also, if you stay in hostels, you can book most of your trips and get in from A to B for your hostel as well. So it's so easy. Bali was really easy, like easier than I thought. I never realised how small Bali actually is. Like you can literally get an Uber. It's not an Uber, they call it something else. I'll put it up if I can remember what it's called. But it's basically a taxi service, which is like the same as an Uber, and they just drive you everywhere. Like, I think like the furthest point to like, I'm not gonna say that because I'll probably be wrong, but like Seminyak to Canggu is like, I think you say it Canggu actually, don't you? Yeah, Canggu. So Seminyak to Canggu is like 20 minutes, and then Seminyak to, how do you say it? Ubud. I don't know. Ubud or Ubud is like under an hour. Like, so it's, yeah, it's so easy. You can just Get taxis everywhere. It's really, really simple. So fave places, but more importantly, the ones you wouldn't bother going. Honestly, in Asia, like obviously I've only been to Thailand, Philippines, Vietnam, and Bali, but I loved every single one of them. There wasn't one where I didn't enjoy or didn't like. Like if you've watched my other video about South America, you'll see I said it about like 2 countries that I wouldn't really bother with them. But no, obviously I haven't been to all of them. I've been to like less countries there, but all the ones I've been to, I would definitely go, and I'd definitely go back again. Like I literally love them. Best place I visited. This is so hard because like I've been back to Thailand 3 times, so it must be amazing. Do you know what I mean? Thailand is amazing. Like I feel like some people, because it's become quite common now that people go there, like very popular and very touristy. I feel like some people don't like that about it, and then they like it like puts them off it, or they like sort of slag it off. But it's amazing. Like people go there for a reason. Like the beaches are unreal. It's just really chill vibes. Like yeah, it's amazing. Like, I've been there 3 times for a reason. Do you know what I mean? And I would go back again, like probably another 100 times. Bali though is like I've been to Bali once, like not last Christmas, Christmas before, for a month, and yeah, it literally like stole my heart. Like it was amazing. I really wanted to go, and Callum actually wasn't that fussed about going. Like he just went for me, kind of thing. And it's his favorite place. Like he loves it. Like we actually said we'd love to move there. Like I don't know how or what process you would do to like move there, but like if I could, like I would. Like it's amazing. And like the food, like we're such foodies, and like the food is just so nice everywhere. So someone said, how much money did you need for it? And I am so rubbish at this. Like I never remember how much money I spent. It's probably like the most important thing as well, like probably what most of you are watching this video for. But oh, like I remember when we did Central and South America for some reason, we both spent like 7 grand each, or like 6.5, but like we were there 6 months. I would take, because these countries are cheap, like they don't like you don't spend a lot of money at these places, especially if you're traveling, because you know you're on a budget. I would personally do £1 a month, like for one person. So if you're going with your boyfriend or a friend, £2 for both of you. If you're going on your own, like £1 a month. That's what I'd go by anyway. So where was the best place in Bali you visited and stayed? Plan on going for 3 weeks. I'm so jealous. Like you are literally the best time ever. My favourite, I don't know if this, I feel like you'll be surprised by this, but my favourite was honestly Seminyak and Canggu. Like yeah, them two. Like I kind of love, like my thing is like, I don't know, it's just got everything. So it's got like amazing food, beach bars, beach clubs, so you can go out, like Finn's Beach Club. We had like the best time there. Like we got really drunk. They have like really good DJs there as well. Like it's quite like more, Bali's definitely like more trendy than Thailand, if that makes any sense. But yeah, it's just got everything that you could wish for. It is there in Bali. Can you trust all the food, or can you get ill? Do you know what my favourite thing, or not my favourite, but like one of my favourite things about travelling is the food. Thailand's food is unreal. Like I love Thai food. Also, don't you find that like Thai restaurants over here are really overpriced? Not overpriced, but they're like very expensive, when in Thailand it's so cheap. And obviously it's going to be cheaper over there because of the living and everything, but yeah, it's just really expensive over here for like chicken, like a Penang curry or whatever. It's like really expensive over here. But yeah, it's not the same as over there. Over there is so much better. The food is unreal. In fact, the last time I went, I was, because my weight can be quite up and down. Like I lose weight really quickly, and I was so nervous about losing weight because I had all the other times I was eating like 4 curries a day. So I was eating like 4 Penang or red or green. Oh my god, that sounded weird. Or green curries a day, and like it's fine. Like I was perfectly happy with that. Like it's so nice. Like I just didn't get bored of it. So yeah, Bali food is really nice. It's definitely more like, I feel like Bali take a lot of their food inspired from like Australia. So it's very like healthy breakfasts. Like, oh, the breakfast there is so nice. So my breakfast I had every day in Bali, like literally every day, was mushrooms on sourdough toast with feta on top. It was so nice, like really nice. They have feta on everything over there, I swear. And the Philippines really surprised me as well. I went from Thailand to Philippines and I was so worried that I wasn't going to like the food there, because I googled it and it just said like chicken and like veg or something, and like, I don't know, it was in like a soup or something, I don't know. And I didn't have that once. Like, they have really good food in the places I went anyway. Like, I didn't struggle for food at all. Vietnam. So to be fair, I went to Vietnam like 5 years ago, so it might have got like better for food there since I went, but I didn't enjoy the food in Vietnam at all. Yeah, and do you know what I know it happens probably everywhere in every country, so I'm not just singling out Vietnam, but I actually did see someone, so like they have like sandwiches, they're called like bao mis or something. It's like big sort of baguette sandwiches, and we were like following one like on a trolley walking down the road, and she dropped her sandwich, I'm gonna call it sandwich. She dropped one of the sandwiches on the trolley on the floor, and she literally picked it up, looked around to see if anyone's seen, and put it back on. Like, we were like behind her, like directly behind her, so she didn't think we'd seen. But we were kind of like, okay, like remind me not to go to there. But yeah, no, nothing bad about Vietnam, because I actually really, really enjoyed myself there and loved everything else. I just didn't like the food. So someone said, how long did you travel? Thailand, Cambodia, Vietnam, and how much roughly was it? So I think I said earlier that I said done like 2 holidays, and then travelled like Thailand, Philippines and Bali in 3 months. So I haven't actually been Cambodia. I should have got Callum on here, because he's actually done Cambodia. He's done Cambodia, Laos, all of it. So basically when I first met him, it's like 6.5 years, no, sorry, just over 6 years ago. I just met him, and he had already had like traveling planned, so he's going to Australia for 6 weeks, and then Southeast Asia for 6 weeks. So what actually happened was he left me to go Australia, and then I met him in Thailand for the 3 weeks, and then I went home, and then he carried on his trip. So that's how I actually originally started going travelling. So a lot of them about money, which I covered earlier. Like, I'd say you need like £1,000 a month. So was there any areas you found dangerous and to avoid? If I'm honest, no. I kind of answered this earlier as well, but no, there isn't. In South and Central America, we got told to avoid quite a few places, so we did. But I've never even really heard any stories about South Asia. Like, no one's ever told us to avoid any area or anything. So someone said, did you book travel and hotels you went along? Yeah. So we went to travel shops to book to book our travelling, like to each bit. And literally, yeah, booked our accommodation as we went along. If there is any like special events, like, I don't know, like Valentine's Day, bank holidays, Christmas Day or anything like that while you're away, definitely pre-book that, just because they can get really booked up. But other than that, I think it's fine to just go like book as you go along. So what are the places I most recommend to travel to? I'd always say do South America, because I think it's just different to anything else. I think Thailand, oh no, yeah, like Thailand's amazing, definitely. Like that, I would definitely recommend you to go to Thailand as well. But I feel like if you've done Thailand or anything like that and you want to do something different, definitely do South America. But yeah, no, in that Southeast Asia, definitely all the places I've been, definitely Bali, definitely Thailand, definitely Philippines for like something different. Like, a lot of people do Bali and Thailand, not many people do the Philippines. And Vietnam's really fun as well. A lot of people like rent mopeds and like ride from one end of the country to the other, and I actually would love to do that. I think that'd be so fun. But where did you fly to first from the UK? So I flew to Bangkok. Every time I've gone to Thailand, I flew to Bangkok, and then you get a little like tiny plane down from Bangkok to the islands like the following day. We always fly with Nok Air, so it's like NOK Air, like Nok Air. Not for the long flight, but for the smaller flight to get down, like the internal flight through Thailand. And yeah, we always fly from London usually. So, but how much money would you take for 2 weeks in Bali? So, like, we were traveling and I said take $1,000 for a month, and that's fine. But I feel like because we're traveling, I feel like if you're only going for 2 weeks, you want to ram more in. So I would take more. Like I'd probably take like 800 or like $1,000. Obviously more the better. But like minimum like 700, 800. Because yeah, if you're going for 2 weeks, you're gonna want to ram more in. Where like, because I was there a month, some days we literally did nothing. You know what I mean? Like, yeah. So I'd say about 800. Yeah, probably 800. So where to start with the planning process? Main places first or random? So I personally would list down everywhere you want to go. Then look at a map and try and find like your order of where you want to go. And yeah, that's basically it. Like I said, just book your accommodation for like popular days or like public holidays. But yeah, I would personally not book accommodation before, just because you might like one place more than you thought you would and want to stay longer. And then same as like you might not want to waste a day in somewhere you don't like as much. Would you do anything differently if you were to do it again? Stay longer. No. That's a good question. I don't think so, no. I've had like the best times every time I've gone. No. Yeah, no, not at all. This one's, but do you need injections? You do, I believe. So I went to Thailand 6 years ago, and I remember I had my injections then, so I haven't needed them like recently or anything. But I think you need like, oh, I probably shouldn't go in with like all the names because I'll probably get it wrong. So I'm not gonna get the names, but yeah, if you Google it, you'll find out like what ones you need. I think I had like 2 or 3. So someone's put, would you feel safe to travel alone? I answered this in my South America video. I personally wouldn't travel alone, but that's not because I don't feel safe. That's because I'm quite a reserved person. Well, I'm not massively reserved anymore, but I'm not really someone that can just go and speak to everyone. As soon as I've spoke to someone and they spoke to me, like I can talk to them like all day, but I'm not very good at like going up to someone like, hi. I get really bad anxiety about that. So yeah, I personally wouldn't travel on my own, but I would advise people to travel alone if that's what they want to do. Like if you want to travel and none of your friends want to, or your boyfriend don't want to, or you don't have a boyfriend or whatever, you just have no one to travel with, definitely do it. Because I always think you don't travel alone. Like you stay at a hostel where you meet friends and they're doing the exact same thing as you and they want a friend to travel with. So yeah, you'll be alone for the flight out, but then you're never alone from then. Hostel or Airbnb. So in South America, I had to stay in a lot of hostels. Towards the end, I definitely did private rooms though, because I really went off, like living with other people. Like I cannot sleep with snorers and stuff. Like it just wasn't me. But I do find, as I was saying earlier, like especially in Thailand and Bali, you can get really nice accommodation for nothing. Like I think we were spending like £20 a night. But this was like, this wasn't the cheapest on that. This was like one of the nicest places, and it's like £20 a night. Like, you don't need to actually stay in a hostel in them places, I don't think. But again, if you're going on your own, it's definitely in your best interest to stay at a hostel, because that's where you meet your friends and everything. That's where you meet people. So someone's put travel companies are the best. I've never ever gone with a travel company. Always just booked a flight on what's that website? Oh, Skyscanner. And booked accommodation on booking.com. I think there is another one actually, which is quite good, called Hostel World, if you are looking for hostels. So sounds like best place to start as a beginner traveller. I would probably say Thailand, just because a lot of other people travel Thailand, and again, you can meet friends. Everyone's doing the same thing as you. There's just so much to do, like so much animals to see. It's literally just monkeys on the side of the road in Thailand. Like it is really like amazing. My favourite places in Thailand, I don't think anyone's asked this, so they might have, but not yet anyway. But my favourite place in Thailand is probably Koh Tao. I think that's how you say it, and Koh Lanta. But I love everywhere. Like I generally love everywhere in Thailand. trying to think. Yeah, Koh Tao and Koh Lanta are my complete favourites. Oh, but there is an island I really want to go to that I have never been to. It's called Koh Lipe. It looks really nice at the beaches. I think it's a lot more south, but the beaches look really, really nice. So, what are your packing essentials? So, my packing essentials are clothes. Like for me, like my job is Instagram, so I still want to make a bit of money when I'm out there. So I was gonna say pack light, but Callum won't agree with me that I pack light. Choose and pick small items. Like, don't take loads of bloaty trousers with you because they're gonna take up a lot of space. Do take some, definitely, because you need them, but like take a pair that will go with a lot of different tops so it looks different. But yeah, a lot of shorts and like skirt outfits because that's what takes up like no room. Also bikini tops that you can also wear as a top, so like not the typical triangle ones. Bikini tops that look like tops will save you as well because you can wear it as a bikini, as well as with a skirt or trousers as an outfit. So yeah, my packing essentials would be like clothes because I want to get my Instagram pictures to try and make some money, and keep my Instagram up. In fact, if you are looking to grow your Instagram has changed a lot lately, but I grew a lot when I did my South America travel. Like, I remember I put a picture and I looked down at my phone, I had like 30k likes in like an hour. It was crazy. I'd never get that even now. Like, traveling pictures do really, really well. So yeah, if you're looking to grow your Instagram. Someone's put, is there a specific route which is best to follow? I don't think so. Like when I did South America, there definitely was, because you're sort of working your way down the country, down through the countries. But with Southeast Asia, depending where you want to go, you're gonna fly to different countries or get boats. So, and I don't really think there's a specific order to do it in, really. Just pick the islands you want to do and just go there. A lot of the boats that take you to the different islands in Thailand, they'll take you to, so one boat will take you to like 3 different islands, but you get a sticker with the one you want to go to, and then you just get off, so it's pretty easy. Someone said, how do you take so many different outfits? I'm assuming a backpack. So I kind of just answered that. So like the smaller outfits the better. But yeah, in a backpack, it's massive, to be fair. I'm 5'3" and it's like up to here on me. So Callum carries it, bless his soul. I mentioned this in my other video, but yeah, he has his backpack, which is pretty big, on his back, then my backpack on his front. Oh no, the other way around, but yeah. And then I literally have his, is he called it here? No, his like North Face backpack, which is like this big, which has got like his laptop in it and a few bits, and then our laundry bag on our front, which is like this small as well. So I definitely get like the better end of the deal. So sounds weird, but what do you do about shaving for traveling for months going next year? So I just shave, like I buy shavers over there, and just shave like normal. I really want to get laser hair removal though. Like, I really think that'll benefit me. But yeah, no like secret there, no like secret things to do. Like, literally just shave. Are you allowed to travel there this year if you're from Europe? If so, where to for a venture? I don't know. I read on Instagram, but obviously I don't know if it's true or not, that you can travel Bali now. But I think I've seen like contradicting things saying you can as well. So I'm not actually sure. Do you know, I'm an optimist. I think we will be able to by the end of this year. 100%. Like, I feel like most people go in our winter anyway, and I feel like by this winter things should be better. I'll probably like eat my words this time next year or something, but no, I do think we will be able to travel this year, end of this year. And so just looking now, I think all the other questions are like duplicates. But yeah, I hope you've enjoyed this video. I feel like I haven't spoke much about like the Philippines, but no, the Philippines is amazing. If you like more of like adventure, but still lush beaches, then definitely do the Philippines. What was I gonna say? I feel like if I had to like order them, it would probably be Thailand or Bali, like that. I'm gonna if I had to choose, I'm gonna maybe say Bali better, just because though it's kind of new to me. Where Thailand I've been to so many times, but I do love it. But yeah, I've been there. Do you know what I mean? So if I had to pick now, I'd pick Bali, just because. Yeah, I've been to Thailand a few times where I haven't Bali. I've only been there once. But then next would be Philippines, and then Vietnam. I don't know. Vietnam's really cute. There's like this little town called Hoi An, because the capital's called no, not the capital. There's a big city at the top called Hanoi. People always think I'm talking about that, but it's not. It's Hoi An, which is like lower down. It's like really cute. Like there's like lanterns everywhere. I think it's known for like its cute little lanterns. And yeah, it's just really nice. We only went there for a week, so I don't know it as much as I know the others. I think that's probably why I'm putting it down the bottom, because I only went to like 3 places. But yeah, no, I love everywhere in Southeast Asia, like, well, in all of Asia actually. I really want to go to some more places. Hopefully we can this year. But yeah, let me know what video you want from me next. I actually do really enjoy doing YouTube videos. I really need to do them a bit more. Now that I've got my new camera and I've got my new laptop, I will be able to make so many more. Like the reason before, I think I explained earlier, but the reason before was because I had like no memory on my phone, and then they're like long videos on there. I just couldn't do it because of memory. But yeah, that should resolve that problem, and I'll do some more. So yeah, let me know what videos you want to see from me. Please subscribe to my channel. It means the world to me. But yeah, hope you have a nice day.